A very powerful feature of CloudScreen, well, CloudScreen now has tons of powerful features, but something that is very powerful if you need to add additional functionality to your presentation and hence publications is to be able to add a block of code through the custom HTML element. And that is just like the rest of them, just added in, and the usual thing, it does a placeholder, the position size, that sort of thing. It's got a placeholder block of text in between two paragraph tags that show up in this page. And basically to add functionality, and this is the kind of functionality you'll have to, if you want to add in like a Facebook business page, for instance, you have to add that as a block of code. It's not like adding a whole web page, idsinc.tech or something like that. It's adding a block of code within this page. So I have copied a block that is a Google Sheet or a Google slide deck that basically these slides have been saved online, and I just copied the code for that into the block and I put it in the space right there. And basically you can, let me see if I can change this in here and get away with it. 100. Hey, yay, praise God, it worked. I'll just change a couple of dimensions there in this code to make it smaller, and yay, it fits. So I may actually, this code is the generated, published for the web code from Google, a Google slide presentation. So, but whatever the code is, it typically goes in between iframe layout and the basic pieces of this. There's going to be a source website that's in this iframe. You can put a border around it. You can specify the width and height of this particular, and that's the actual block of code in there, not just this area that you're allowing on the page from within the HTML element. And again, I'll just name it something meaningful, and this will be slides. And let's see what else we got. We got a little thing so that it will display properly within the Firefox browser and the web media toolkit thing, whatever that is. But basically it goes between iframe tags, where we got the opening iframe tag and the closing iframe tag, and that's your chunk of code. The only other thing here is you've got this sandbox element which controls how it actually goes in this page. You typically want that to be turned on. There are a few sandbox parameters that I'll go over in another one just to keep this video short. Oh, excuse me. And again, we've got the ability to scale this if we are so inclined, but I don't want to do that. Typical show and hide, so you can show and hide these chunks of code. But if you do the update the presentation here by overriding, then when you look at this in the layout, let me just open that up for the fun of it. And here it is. We have that slide deck that we can go over in the presentation. So that is a great thing. All of the Google Docs, the slides, the sheets, you can upload your Word applications and documents to the appropriate Google slide docs or sheets. Get the code to either share the working version of the slides, etc., so everybody can be editing it, or the published version so you can have it in your page. So very powerful, and the ability to stick all kinds of functionality. If you got programmers that know how to do all kinds of cool stuff, you can put JavaScript in here. It's just a plethora of things that you can do with this HTML element. custom HTML element. So that's how you add it and go forth and make some great presentations.